Yes, my name is Albert. I was referred to Michael Fuller by my employer, the Mayo Clinic. They had initially referred me over to another attorney that was very unresponsive to my phone call, didn't communicate with me at all. When I finally spoke to that attorney in regards to my garnishment for about $27,000, they advised me that the only thing possible for me was to file a bankruptcy. Then for legal access by my employer referred me over to Michael Fuller. I called Michael Fuller, spoke to him that same day. When I did so, he noticed a couple of things on my case. He noticed that there was a judgment that was invalid 5 years. They had to be valid every 5 years. They had to renew it every 5 years. There was not one that was done. So what he did is he took my case, let me know all of my strong points for all the invalid information that was actually on the judgment in regards to my garnishment, and my garnishment was for $27,000 roughly. So I met with Michael the following Friday. It was Thursday that I called him. On that Monday, I went ahead and met with him, went over the attorney fees, very affordable for the amount of work that was done. I'm very pleased, very satisfied, would recommend Michael to anybody. So on that Monday, I met with Michael. He understood that I was at my lunch, so I was on for a very minimal amount of time. Went through, paid for my fees. He calls me back that next Thursday that they're going to be discharging my garnishment because they didn't have valid documentation to support their paperwork. By that next Friday, about a week and a half from my initial phone call from Michael, he had my garnishment discharged. He had the hearing that we were supposed to appear in court vacated. And he also got all of my attorney's fees and all of the court fees and the judge fees and all of those fees returned back to myself. Fully satisfied. It was definitely a pleasure working with the gentleman. Would recommend him, like I said, to anyone else who is in a financial situation like this where they're starting to garnish your wages. You have a friend you can trust. He was very communicative. Once he spoke to the other attorneys, he gave me a phone call that day and advised me of what him and the other attorney had talked about. And like I said, he was very communicative. Not only that, his secretary that he has there, Carrie, was also a great individual. She communicated. She sent me the emails of everything that was going back and forth between Michael Fuller and the other attorney on behalf of the plaintiff. And everything turned out to be great. Like I said, everything was very affordable. I got all of my money back dollar for dollar and much more. I don't have to worry about them taking out my paycheck. They were taking out $340 a paycheck. And trying to survive in this world is not easy when they're taking that kind of money out of your paycheck. And I relied everything on Michael Fuller, and Michael Fuller came through and delivered. Thank you. I appreciate it.